Today we are making a family favorite recipe that my mom used to make when I was a kid growing up in a Blue Zone community on a farm. I'm Dr. Joanette, your longevity expert, and today's recipe is a modern adaptation of a family favorite, waffles. Great for your Sunday morning breakfasts. We have a number of holidays coming up, and if you're looking for a great recipe for Mother's Day, this might just be the perfect recipe. Enjoy it all year long though, and let's get cooking. We are making this gluten-free, and I'm going to give you also some dairy-free options if you're also dairy-free. To get started, we are going to add 2 cups of almond flour, and to that we're going to add some coconut flour, baking powder, a sweetener. I'm using allulose. You could use any non-sugar sweetener. I like erythritol as well. Monk fruit is great. Stevia. I'm not as much of a fan of stevia because I don't like the aftertaste of it. Little salt. I'm going to mix that all together here. One of the great memories I had growing up was of my mom making this waffle recipe on Sunday morning. She only made it on Sunday morning. I guess she didn't have time to make it the rest of the week. Making breakfast for 10 kids, 12 people total, is a lot of work. Sunday morning, I'd wake up to the sound of her cranking the hand crank on the flour mill, and I knew she was making breakfast. She would grind the flour. It was a whole wheat flour, fresh for the breakfast for our waffles. And then when I came down, she'd send me out to the chicken coop to get some eggs for them. Our chickens were the free range. They ran all around the farm and laid the eggs. I would gather the eggs. That was one of my jobs. I would have to try to make sure that the rooster was nowhere around, because if he caught me with my back turned, he'd sometimes jump on my back. I'd gather the eggs. My brothers would milk the cows, bring the milk in, and then my mom would assemble our waffle breakfast. So to this modern adaptation, instead of that whole grain flour, we've got the almond flour, the coconut flour, and we do though still have some organic free-range chickens, the eggs from them that I'm going to be adding. The chickens we had growing up pretty much gave us brown eggs, but we had a couple of chickens that actually gave us blue eggs. I always thought those eggs were so amazing. Also, a lot of them had double yolks in them. So we've got 4 eggs we're adding here. This is almond milk. You could use half and half, or you could use regular milk, and some melted butter. Use coconut oil if you're dairy-free. If you're vegan, you could actually use just eggs or even flax eggs in this recipe. You may need to add extra almond milk because the batter may be a little too thick. Also, if you don't want that many eggs, if you feel like it might be too eggy for you, you could use flax eggs as a replacement for a couple of the eggs. And that looks like a pretty good thickness for the batter. My mom used to separate out the yolks from the whites, and then she would beat the whites until they were like meringue almost, and then she would fold them in just before she baked the waffles to make them extra fluffy. So if you want to give that a try, that's a great adaptation as well. If you do that, let me know how it turns out in the comments below. If this information has been helpful so far, thank you for clicking that like button as well as subscribing. One more thing I almost forgot, a little vanilla. About a teaspoon. Mix that in. And I'm gonna bring that waffle maker over here. Wanna make sure your waffle maker's nice and hot when you do this. I'm going to brush my waffle maker with a little coconut oil. You wanna make sure your waffles don't stick. You can brush it with butter if you wanted, vegetable oil. My mom used to use shortening when I was a kid growing up, or butter. I always liked the butter. You don't want those waffles pulling apart. These waffles also, because they're almond flour, they take a little bit longer to cook. I'd give them each a nice generous scoop. They may not go all the way to the edge, we'll see here. This recipe makes about 8 to 10 of these squares. If you have one of the round Belgian waffle makers, I think it makes about 8 of the Belgian waffles. And we're gonna close that up and let it cook. While it's cooking, let's talk a little bit about why keto or low carb is important for a longevity diet. You will notice that in most of my recipes, I swap a low carb flour like almond flour for your traditional gluten flours. It gives your recipes a little different texture, but it's better for you for several reasons. One is gluten tends to be inflammatory, and inflammation is one of those things that we want to try to avoid as much as possible in our body. Inflammation in our body leads to aging of our cells and to also cognitive decline, especially inflammation in our brain. So eliminating pro-inflammatory foods like gluten from our diet is a good way to help you stay healthier and live longer. The other reason is that flour has a high glycemic index. It's easily broken down, especially white flour, ultra-processed flour. If you're going to use flour, use whole wheat flour. All of your white foods, white flour, white rice, pasta, all of them break down rapidly in your gut to glucose or to sugar. Sugar then is rapidly absorbed into your body and it spikes your glucose. Glucose spikes are part of what contributes to metabolic syndrome. Metabolic syndrome leads to aging, to cognitive decline, to poor heart health, to obesity, to diabetes, and to all kinds of problems as we get older. So having a diet that's low carb or ketogenic is an important way to help keep our brain and our body healthy. The other important thing is that high sugar in our blood gets stuck to our collagen and our elastin in our skin and creates what's called AGEs, acute glycolated end products. These are sugar molecules that stick to the collagen and elastin in our skin, causing it to wrinkle. A great way to help prevent wrinkles or decrease your amount of wrinkles is to make sure you have a ketogenic or low carb diet. These are smelling great. Let's see how they're coming along. They look amazing. Get these on the plate. Our waffles are done, and I can't wait to give them a try. What do you like to put on your waffles? I like a little butter and some berries. Growing up, we would have blackberries. We'd also had raspberries and strawberries, not much in the way of blueberries, unless we went up in the mountains and picked blueberries. But along our property, there was some wet areas and blackberries grew wild. We would love to go pick blackberries and bring home big containers of blackberries, and Mom would put them on our waffles for breakfast. We also had raspberries and strawberry plants, but blackberries were always special. Today, I am adding some strawberries and blueberries to my waffle. And it wouldn't be a waffle without some keto whipped cream. If you go to my website, growwithdrjoanette.com, you will be able to find a recipe for how you can make low carb keto whipped cream. I'm gonna put a nice dab of that keto whipped cream on there and also keto syrup. Both of these are sugar-free, delicious. You won't even miss the sugar in it. This waffle with the fruit and the whipped cream and the syrup all have less than 10 grams of carbs in a serving. I think it's actually about 6. Let's give it a taste. Get a blueberry, a strawberry, and a bite of this nice fluffy waffle. I can't even tell that this isn't made with regular flour. It's that delicious. It is so good. Thank you for watching today. And don't forget to go to my website, growwithdrjoanette.com, where you'll be able to find the full recipe written out with all of the instructions and the amounts for all of the ingredients. Also, if you scroll down below, you'll see a link out to my website. There's also links to the products that I use today. For example, what my syrup is in and also my waffle maker. So check those out, and thank you for visiting my shop and supporting my efforts to bring you healthy longevity recipes. I would love to hear how your keto waffles came out and if you tried the keto syrup as well as the keto whipped cream. We'll see you next time on the Dr. Joanette channel.